Alright, what's good, boys? Right now, it's currently Tuesday. We are hitting a nice workout right below you. 250-pound dumbbells. Hitting a nice workout. Today, we are doing a day in the life, so I haven't really filmed that much for the weekly YouTube video, the weekly day in the life type stuff. So, yeah, yesterday, obviously, Monday, didn't take any trades. Price is really slow, so I didn't even video it, and it's really raining outside, so there's not really much to do. So I just sat in all day and got a bunch of work for the Discord done, remodeling and doing an onboarding process for the Discord, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. That took a few hours. And then today we took no trades. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Today we took no trades. Again, really choppy price action. Terrible price action. Yeah, y'all can see it right here. So y'all can see no trades on the XFAs. Terrible price action, straight chop. So we took no trades, did not force anything. And now we're just hitting a nice little workout. It still is raining outside, so I decided, just to film it too, for the day in the life video, to film it. And because, I've not hit an at-home workout in a while, let me hit a nice little lift at home. So doing a nice little lift right here, taking a video, filming it a little bit for the day in the life video. So that's going to be out already by the time this weekly video is posted, but just wanted to update y'all since I haven't really talked to y'all since I didn't talk to y'all at all yesterday since it was Monday. So yeah, going to get a lot of stuff done today, and yeah, already did some work for the Discord as well. Updated the rules section, so that I got to post a few videos, and yeah, bro, it's supposed to rain until tomorrow, which kind of sucks. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday it's supposed to rain, so kind of annoying, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We'll be able to enjoy it even more on Thursday and Friday. So today, also going to plan on making, I'm posting 4 YouTube videos this week. 4 YouTube videos. Straight sauce for y'all boys. So, going to be working on a YouTube video today as well. Taking some notes for the psychology talk tomorrow. I'm pretty much going to be posting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see y'all boys whenever I pick up the camera next. I probably won't pick up the camera until tomorrow, most likely, just because I'm going to be doing the day in the life for the rest of the day and trying to get that video out. So most likely I'll pick up the camera tomorrow and update y'all on the charts and if we take a trade or not. So I'll see y'all boys then.
Demon burn like he rolled up. Demon burn, messing with us. We on the side. Yeah, we on the side where we win. Yeah, I'm covered by the blood. Yeah, you ain't coming in. Me and Bay won. Yeah, we ain't coming in. Used to be on drugs, I couldn't sleep. I read the word a bunch, yeah, I'm a geek. I couldn't cover spill. Like then I couldn't feel. Like then I wasn't live. Was there like someone killed? But now that I got cries, life never felt so real. I'ma meet him like a flight. He cracked the sky, that nigga gon' nail.
All right, boys, so we got the lunch, we got the peppers, the onions, the ground beef, and then some eggs, avocado, avocado, 3 dates, and an apple, and then the peanut butter that I was talking about, put y'all on, Smucker's, natural peanut butter, no added sugar, and what, if it focuses, bro. 2 ingredients, bro. Peanuts, salt. That's it. So right now I'm going to bust down this food, and yeah.
God is not only preparing you for it, but God is preparing it for you. And I want to let you know right now, be patient and let God cook.
Yeah, I just gotta chill and let God cook. If it ain't die for real, he gon' lie though.
Alright, what's Goodington, boys? About to post pretty much, yeah, I'd say the last 3 of the day. Oh shoot, bro. Dang headphones. Alright, so we just finished up writing a few things down about tomorrow, and the plan for tomorrow's video, it's gonna be a banger, bro. It is going to be a banger. It is going to be very, very good, very, very insightful for y'all boys. With what I've learned, the past year, I would say, but really, really starting to implement this issue that I have into something for the past like two months. So really, really going to be a valuable video. So if y'all want to check that out, it'll already be out by then, by the time this video is out. But plan for that YouTube video. Pretty much got everything out of the way for that. All I got to do tomorrow is film it and make the thumbnail for it. So now, what do we have left? I already pretty much have the last video, the last reel that I have to post in the drafts already ready to go, and I'll post it within the next hour at 3 o'clock. So since I just posted the second one like 30 minutes ago. And then vlog a little bit for the normal vlog for this week, the weekly vlog that'll be out on Saturday. And then that's literally it. As y'all can see, bro, that is literally the day. So obviously I'll keep this right here because I don't want to forget about posting that last reel, but we pretty much posted 3 reels. Got everything done for the stories today. I'll do breath work in a little bit, and yeah, that's literally the day. Gang, 3 days in a row, bro. 3 days in a row? No way. I mean, we're only in 20 minutes right now. Right now it's 9:50, so we're only 20 minutes deep into market open, bro. But it's already looking the same as the past 2 days. We're just going nowhere, bro. We're like 20 points from all-time highs, and we're just chopping the entire session. So most likely we're not going to do anything today. Most likely we're not going to trade at all unless if we have a really nice opportunity and break out of this range. But we'll see if that happens. Bro, y'all can see, dude, this blister is like top tier. It makes my mouth look so swollen. Because it actually is. But yeah, right now we're going through and changing up a few things. We're doing this, and we're going through and doing setting up some of like my social links for the Discord. Instead of it looking like this, I'm gonna make it look a lot nicer, set it up in kind of like a prompt, and it's gonna look a lot cleaner. So I'll show you all that in a little bit with all my links and everything. But other than that, we're gonna hit the gym in a little bit. It is still raining outside, but we're still gonna be productive nonetheless. So we're gonna go post a YouTube video today, and we're gonna be doing that outside. If it rains, I'll still be doing outside, and that's just gonna be like the whole point of the video, right? The whole point of the video is to be appreciative, right? And to find the good in every bad situation. So that's gonna be like a good example for me to be able to be outside in the rain, in the freezing cold, and having a speech like that, and having a talk with y'all boys like that. So right now it is raining, actually. It's lightly raining, but that'll be a really fire video. So if y'all haven't watched that already, make sure y'all watch that. I'm going to absolutely drop the sauce in that video. Playing for it a lot yesterday, and I think it's going to be a really good video. So, yeah, we also we have a discount, most likely for Halloween. By the time this video is already out, most likely it's going to be already over. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Friday and maybe Saturday. So maybe by the time this video comes out, it still will be. I don't know. But there's a Halloween discount, and they're giving us 2 more accounts to give away. And it's going to be a discount, probably like 20 or 30%. So since it's Halloween, it'll be Friday, Saturday most likely. If not, it'll be Thursday and Friday. But I'll have to run a giveaway within those 2 days. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably do like, follow me on this platform and this platform, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Like very free and very, very simple. So we're going to do that. Really, really hyped. So we'll be able to give away 4 accounts within a week, which would be absolutely sick. So yeah, gonna do that. Heard about that this morning. He announced it, one of the guys, and yeah, just gonna trade the rest of the session, see if we find anything, and we'll see y'all boys later. All right, so we obviously did not take this trade, but it's just more, or like again, just practicing like tape reading, more discretional setups. We had this range right here. We have all-time highs all the way up here, and ES was also trending right when we started to pump on NASDAQ as well. We did sweep this high right here, which would typically be my break-even point. We swept this high, but we got 2 really, really bullish closes. I would have entered like somewhere within here. And safe stop loss, really good draw on liquidity, which is all-time highs. Most of the time, like yes, we did chop a lot right here, but most of the time when we get like really good closures like this, breaking out of this range that we're stuck in, we have a really good draw on liquidity. I have a safe stop. This is a pretty good discretional trade, and it ended up playing out. So good tape read. Just trying to get better at these more discretional setups before I actually start taking them on XFAs, just so I like know the boundaries of okay, like what's stupid and what's not. So yeah, not a bad tape read.
Nobody can take it. That's why you can't trust it. The moment he told me our patience was doubting, instead he was praying. He sent me 2 angels, neither was seen.
I always copped a papaya. Why not? It's like $6, but holy bro, looks max good. Always good, boys. So we just finished up making the YouTube video. Right now it is 12:11. You can see that we did not take any trades on the XFAs. I locked out. We just got back from the gym. So yeah, like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? It is raining outside, and that made the video amazing. I'm pretty chilly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys see that. I got some goosebumps, bro. Goosebumps. But made that video. That took about 15 minutes. Actually cooked up, bro. I'm kind of getting that spark back for content again. Y'all know me, bro. I've stayed consistent with content forever. I don't, stop content just because I ran out of my spark or motivation. I just continue going. Same with anything else. But as of recently, I've really started to enjoy content more, especially like the talking videos, because like they're actually thought through. Obviously, like the yapping videos are good every now and then just to come on here and talk. Like just 100% thoughts and all that stuff. But even today's video, bro, I followed 2 lines out of the entire 10-minute video. The notes that I took on my in my book, I took like 2 lines, and it was like the hook and like the ending part. Everything else in between, like I pretty much cooked up on my own and just like thought about it like straight up. So it's just, I don't know, just like kind of like a little bit more structured. I really, really like it, and the thought through process of today's video is really, really cool about me doing it outside in the rain, with it kind of, I guess you would say, not coinciding, kind of like matching with the whole meaning of the video, the whole, purpose of the video. So yeah, right now, about to go downstairs. Y'all saw the papaya that we got, bro. About to bust down on that, John. And then, yeah, we're going to edit this video. And yeah, that's it. So, see y'all. Alright, what's good, boys? So, today's topic is going to be about just becoming an unstoppable person, right? I may have seen the reel that I posted today, and I want to go a little bit deeper into that. Alright, boys, so it is Thursday right now. This is for the weekly vlog. I am redoing the day in the life that I did on Tuesday. Looking back at it, I don't think that I did the best I could possibly do, and I really, really want to show y'all like every bit of my day in the day in the life, and like really explain everything and why I do each thing. I just didn't. I don't think I just gave it my full effort on Tuesday. So I'm redoing it, as well as it's also sunny outside. So after 4 days of rain, after 4 days of rain, we can finally actually go outside and get some sun. I think that'll be better, for the video as well. So did that. And then today, bro, Thursday, no trades again, bro. Like literally, like, look at this, bro. We dumped 180 points off market open towards every single draw that I called out before market open. Want to see a 15-minute gap tap, continuation lower to those draws. And then we literally just hit every single draw off of open with no retraces. No retraces. So no trades were obviously taken on the XFAs. Pretty unfortunate again. At least we didn't chop today. At least it was fun to watch. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, Friday, last day of the week, we can get a good setup, bro. I can't wait for the government to open back up again. Again, it's not an excuse to be taking bad trades. You should still be taking good trades, but price action's just been so weird, bro. For the past 2 weeks, I've taken one setup a week. Or I don't even know. Maybe this week I may not take anything. And there literally has been no A+ setups this week. So like I haven't even missed opportunity at all. And same with last week. I missed no A+ opportunity last week either. So dude, it's been really, really slow. So hopefully it can open back up pretty soon. We have no news today, no news tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully tomorrow we can get an A+ setup, kind of like last week. So yeah, boys. Going to, I already locked myself out, but we do have a lot of stuff to do. Gonna film the day in the life. I gotta finish like a school exam. So I got an exam too I gotta do. I gotta redo rules for the Discord. I set it up differently. I'm gonna set it up differently, go for a walk, post 3 reels, do some breath work, and then do my story blueprint for Instagram. But yeah, today we're doing a giveaway. So we're not doing a giveaway. I announced another giveaway, so it's pretty cool. We have 4 accounts that we're going to be giving away, which is really, really sick, in the next 2 days until Saturday. So just figured out that we had a Halloween sale. So starting today, Thursday, and Friday. I think it's working until Saturday. Yeah, it's working until Saturday, the discount. But it's 25% off all alpha accounts if you use code BG at checkout. And for the Halloween sale, as well as I'm doing a giveaway I already told y'all about the other giveaway. So the first giveaway this week, if you use code BG at checkout and you screenshot it and you send it to me, that'll be an entry into the first giveaway to 5 50K accounts. And then they just told me today, like, you can do another one. So for Halloween, they're doing an extra one. So I have 2 more accounts to give away. And this one is completely free. You have to follow my Instagram, Bryson C. Gibbons. You have to follow my TikTok, Official BG Prince. And you have to follow the YouTube, which is, obviously what you're watching right now. And then join the Discord, which is Creed. All of those things are left in the description. You have to screenshot those things that you followed or that you joined. And then all you have to do is just DM me on Instagram, and I'll enter into the giveaway. And all the winners will be announced by Saturday. So that's really, really cool. That was kind of a surprise this morning, low-key. So 4 accounts being able to give away to y'all boys. That's cool, bro. It's cool to be able to finally give back to the community that I've built for so long. Like, I've literally had no strings attached. Like, no strings attached for the past year and a half of YouTube, of Instagram, of TikTok, of Discord. I've really had I've had one thing, and it was the Notion template, right? Y'all know. If y'all know Notion template. I had like a really, really in-depth template for tracking your life, tracking your daily tasks, tracking your trading, mindset, and then as well as like trading ICT concepts, Notion templates. Like, bro, I did mad templates, and it was for I think it was for like $50. But it was like a lot, and it took me a long time to get to that point where I was that good at making Notions. I don't even sell that anymore. To be honest, I kind of just took it off my page. But other than that, bro, and I only had probably 4 people purchase that. Other than that, I've never made money off my Discord, and it's literally just been about building the community the entire time and just doing what I love and building something that can last a lifetime, bro. Building a community, building and bringing people together. It's really, really cool to just see this community grow over time. And that's why I really do it. So finally getting to the point now where I can give back to y'all boys after being so consistent in my social media for completely free for so long is really, really cool. So yeah, now I'm making a little bit of commission from y'all boys supporting me, as well as I'm able to give y'all free accounts. So it's a win-win, bro. It's so sick. So yeah, no trades today. Stayed off. No setups were taken, obviously. So I don't know when I'm picking up the camera next, because I'm going to be grinding out this video again today, the day in the life. This is going to be a really, really in-depth video going into everything that I do from the moment I wake up, from the moment I go to bed. So it's going to be a really, really cool video for y'all boys. If y'all want to learn more about me, what I do to stay so disciplined, what I say, to continue to improve my discipline and just live an overall amazing life. So yeah, boys, I'll pick up the camera probably tomorrow, bro. I hope we get something clean tomorrow. So right now it is Thursday. It's 6:30, 6:45 right now. We just made dinner, as well as we also just uploaded the YouTube video. We're downloading it right now. That's why I'm filming on my phone, but it's 99% uploaded. So did that, bro. I've been working all day today. I literally finished work at 6. But yeah, that's going to be, the last thing I'm pretty much going to do today. So tomorrow, Friday, hopefully we can get you an A+ set up. Hopefully. But I'll see y'all then. It is Friday, bro. And we took 0 trades this week. I haven't had a no trade week in I think 2 months. Last time I had a no trade week, an entire no trade week, the week after, I believe I was able to request my first payout. So I just gotta be patient, bro. I got to be patient. Right now, the market's obviously just like, they just suck. They're just like not trying to, you know, they're just not trying to move majority of the time. So, and I understand why. Again, there's no news, government shut down, so it's harder for the market to actually, you know where it's going off of open, because we have no like really solid objectives that are dropped from news. So yeah, bro, like, and there's like no liquidity, you know, being injected into the market, which makes trading, you know, like really, really, you know, good for most people, right? For most people, especially trendy traders, right? Continuation traders. So yeah, I'm kind of yapping right now, but it sucks, right? It sucks that I was not able to take any trades this week, but looking at it, there was 0 A+ setups, and there was 0 mistakes made. 0 mistakes made, right? There was a setup 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure it was either yesterday or 2 days ago. No, it was 2 days ago, where it was a discretional short, right? Where it wasn't A+, but, you know, we had a good draw on liquidity, and, you know, we got good displacement. So, you know, like, okay, that could have been a possible setup, but, you know, right now, unless if it is the most obvious discretional setup of all time, you know, there's like one thing it's missing, and that's what's like not making it A+, but it's like the most obvious free discretional setup, I'm going to take it. But just to secure this first, you know, payout across all 5 accounts, right? So like I can secure that like first like fat payout. I am mostly just going to continue to wait for A+ setups, kind of like what we got on last Friday. So yeah, just being really patient overall. But, you know, thank God for another week, bro. I did not make any mistakes. I didn't FOMO into any bad trades. I didn't, you know, take any just weird trades overall. I didn't force anything. I didn't, you know, take any chop trades. I stayed out of all the ranges. So, you know, I'm proud of myself, and I'm thankful to God that He's provided me that patience to do so. Like I always say, boys, you know, ask God for guidance. Ask God for that patience to be provided unto you, and He will. It takes some time. Right, it took me some time, but, you know, within like a month, all my FOMO was gone because, you know, God provided me that patience every single day. I stopped relying on myself. So, yeah, right now we're gonna head out to the gym. It's like 10:15. You know, all the draws, we literally just dumped. I'll do a recap in a little bit, but we just dumped off of open just like a little bit. No A+ setup, no like major retrace, and the draws and liquidity lower. They were extremely mid because we were in a 1 hour range. So not going to take anything like that, especially on a Friday, and especially, you know, when I'm trying to look for an A+ setup. I'm just not going to force some garbage setup. I need to wait, and then I'll be able to secure my payout eventually. So yeah, right now I'll head out to the gym. I'll have a upper body day today, so push and pull, and yeah, bro. So I'll see y'all boys in a little bit. All right, boys, so we just got back from the gym, hit a nasty lift, and I want to talk to y'all boys about something before I go inside and continue with the rest of my day. So I want to talk to y'all about understanding that everything does not have to happen right now, right? Everything, you know, that you have planned all inside of your head does not have to happen right now for it to eventually work out. So much of the time, we always think that we know what is best for us in a given moment, but a lot of the time, you know, that's the exact opposite of what is actually true. What is actually true is the fact that God's plan is perfect. And, you know, sometimes, bro, I feel like my journey, it's going too slow, right? You know, I requested my first payout last month, and, you know, I went throughout this entire month with no payout, right? Pretty much a break-even month. And, you know, I would consider myself, you know, a lot of y'all say like, well, profitability really comes from 6 months of, you know, profitability in a row. Profitability really isn't, you can't define profitability. You can't really define profitability at all, because it all starts in the mind, right? I saw the instant switch in the way I traded, and that's when I instantly knew that I'm actually profitable now. It's the moment that I started to trade this model, and I traded it for like 4 or 5 months, and I really, you know, started to pick up on A+ setups. I started to stay out of all the bad trades, and I knew enough to actually start making money from it. And, you know, when I was able to do that, that's when I instantly knew, like, I'm actually profitable now. And I just stayed patient. I took, you know, 1 to 2 A+ setups a week, stayed out of the bad trades, and I got my first payout. And then after that, I made 3 mistakes in a row. They look differently every single time, but looking back, they're all the same 3 mistakes. I didn't wait for a deep retrace. I didn't wait for a legitimate retrace, which gave my stop a safe, a safe area to, be in, right? Every single time, it would be just like a little tiny tick into the gap. And I put my stop loss there, I would get stopped out, and it would either chop up or it would, stop me out and then run lower, right? So after I got my first payout, it was just kind of downhill, I'm not gonna lie, because I took those 3 losses and it really, really hit me. And then that was all at the same time that the government shut down, which makes, the fact that there's not much volatility in the markets because of, the news. They're canceling all news events. So we have really no news, and we have no high impact news every single week, which really destroys the markets. And we just don't have much volatility. And again, that's no excuse to take bad trades. But that, and it mixed with me taking 3 losses in a row, it really messed with my mindset. And I was like, yo, bro, can I actually get a payout this month? Because I was planning on making $5K this month. And I 100% believe that if the government was open, I'm not going to say, I can say whatever. Y'all are going to see what happens this month and the next month if the government does open, right? If the government truly, was open this month, and, I took those 3 losses and I learned from them and I actually applied it like I have been, if we got an A+ setup, 2 A+ setups last week and maybe an A+ setup this week, I would have gotten my 5K payout, right? So it's all messing up. It's all trying to mess with me in my mind, thinking that, right now I need this payout. Last month I got my first payout. This month I can get my next payout, 5K. This is all a perfect plan, all set in a row. But God has a perfect plan for me. I've grown closer in my faith with God this month because of the struggles that I went through, and I've also grown my trading significantly, just playing, just trading off of what actually makes sense, right? And like I talked about earlier, discretional trades. I'm gonna be taking more of those trades, in the next probably few months. I'm gonna start trading those after I get this next payout, Lord willing, so I can actually secure that a fat payout, and then past that point, I can really just A+ ups as well as discretional, high conviction plays, right? That don't 100% match up with an A++ model, right? So, I ignore these negative thoughts, these negative feelings that I have, thinking that, I wasn't able to get a payout this month. Everything's not going according to plan. I ignore those thoughts and I just revert back to the thinking that God will want me to have, which is nothing matters right now. Nothing, all these worldly distractions and failures, short-term failures, don't matter. I have my faith in God, and that's all I need. That's all that matters. So that's what's really, pushing me through this month, is the fact that I've learned so much in my trading, and it's one simple fact, but it took me 3 losses to realize, but I need to wait for deep retraces, right? So going forward, I'll be taking, deep retrace setups and, just taking better setups and just continuing to trust in God's plan, bro. And just not fully thinking that everything that I believe needs to happen right now needs to happen. If that makes any sense. I don't think I worded that right, but y'all know what I'm saying. We just need to fully rely on God and understand that His plan is perfect. His plan is perfectly set in place. It's already written. And all we have to do is just take it day by day by day by day. So if you struggle this month, bro, first of all, don't be surprised, right? Unless if you took terrible trades, FOMO trades, emotional, you deserve it. You deserve it, 100%. You deserve every loss. But when it comes to a slower month like this, where I personally, I've never seen a worse month than this month. Out of my 2 years of trading, I've never seen this bad of a month, where every single day it's chop. For a continuation trader, at least. I've never seen this bad of a month, where my model literally presents itself either 0 times a week A+, or 1 time a week. It's been horrendous. So if you, made some mistakes this month, and if you're down, realize, bro, that there's a lot of profitable traders out there right now that are down this month because of their model, and it's just hard. This month was just hard. It was a bad start to Q4, and hopefully, the government can open back up soon, so we can actually start seeing some news, some data highs, data lows, high volatility moves. Hopefully we can see that soon. But don't get down on yourself and don't think that the world is ending just because of the government shutdown, because that rarely ever happens. And next government shutdown, maybe you can approach the markets with a lot more patience and maybe just taking like the most A+++ setups of all time only, right? And just staying out until the government opens back up. So you can learn a lot from this, 100%. But do not think that it's the end of the world just because this month was hard, even, if you were making money the past few months, right? Realize it's okay. I've realized it's okay. I've accepted that fact, and I, put my faith in God, put my trust in God that, the payout I got last month was not from luck. It was literally because I followed my rules and I stuck to a system that I had data on. That's it. And I can do that this month across 5 accounts this coming up month, November, if the market starts to correct itself again, and I'll start making more money and start to, hit those new goals. So just trust in God's plan, guys. Stop overthinking everything. It's going to be okay. There is always another day. There is always another week. Things will get better. Just trust in God's plan. So right now, I'm going to make lunch, and I'm going to go post an extra reel. I already posted one reel this morning. I'm going to post another one. And yeah, so this is the day in the life of a trader, an entrepreneur, right? A 20-year-old entrepreneur on Halloween. You don't see me going to parties. You don't see me being a DJ and drinking. We're locked in. We're locked in. All right, so we pretty much got all the videos uploaded. It's about like an hour later, hour and a half later. So yeah, we got beef. We got, y'all may hate against this if y'all know anything about animal-based diet. Typically, you don't eat like nuts or seeds, but one thing I do eat, I'm not gonna lie, is peanuts. Over time, I may get rid of it if I figure out that it does hurt, mess up my eczema. So far, it's been fine, but yeah, I got that with some raw honey. We got some papaya, and then we got some cut up kiwis. So pretty solid meal. Got some water as well, so I'm gonna chow down. All right, boys, so I'm about to go on a walk right now. Just ate some lunch and literally spent like 30 minutes just sitting out in the sun. It felt so good, bro. It's a little windy, but it's mostly pretty sunny and it's pretty warm. So making sure I take advantage of this because soon enough it's gonna be cold, bro. So yeah, right now I'm about to go for a walk. Help my digestive system a little bit since I just ate, and overall just get some more steps in, feel better. So all right, boys, so reading a bit of scripture right now outside, and just getting some sun. Just went for a little walk as well, so came back and just might as well read a bit of the word. So there's 2 pieces of scripture right here. So yeah, in Ephesians 2:18, it says, "For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father." So, this is very confusing to some people. The whole concept with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? And it says, "For through him," right? And for through him is Jesus in the scenario with the context beforehand. Through Jesus, we all have access by one Spirit to the Father. All right, so it's saying essentially, the way that I'm reading it, at least the way that I'm reading it, it's saying that we have what Jesus has, right? True followers of Christ, we have the Spirit. And this is why so many people can't understand, they can't wrap their brain around the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. How are all 3 of those God? And sometimes, bro, some things can't be understood, right? To us. Things like they can't be understood to us. And that's when faith comes in, right? Faith isn't from what you see or what you understand. It's about what you feel and about what you truly believe, right? So when it says, again, "For through Jesus we both have access by one Spirit to the Father," if we, like Jesus says, bro, he said, "You do not know the Father if you do not know me." Right? So if we don't know Jesus, for through Jesus we both have access by one Spirit.
to the Father. If we don't know Jesus, we don't know the Father. If we don't know Jesus, we're not in one spirit with God, with Jesus. If that makes any sense. So, and that directly correlates to a little bit later, which is what I just read, Ephesians 3:12, and that says, "In whom we have boldness and access with confidence by faith of Him." So, faith in Jesus, faith in God, gives us access to boldness in the Spirit, to confidence in the Spirit. You know, things that you don't think that you would ever be able to do, you can do with confidence through Christ. You know, there's things that, you know, I'm not the best, not public speaker, but I'm not the best person that just like to randomly walk up to and start talking to. I'm not the best person at cold approach. I'm not very good at cold approaching, let's just say, for example. Men and women, bro, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about girls and stuff like that. I'm not the best at cold approaching. Yet, I've really realized recently, you know, when it comes to me trusting in the Holy Spirit with everything that I do and asking, you know, to guide me in those moments before I actually, you know, walk up to these people and talk, it's like I know everything already. I don't plan anything because I trust in the Holy Spirit and that it's going to provide me what I need to get my point across. And almost every single time, the words come out, right? And it's because I'm bold, and it's because I'm confident through God and through Christ, through the Holy Spirit that He's provided me. And it's just in general, guys, like, through God, that's where you truly find confidence in your trading. That's where you truly find confidence in life and with your progression and everything you do in your business. That's where you're going to find the true boldness and true confidence that nothing else can, you know, shatter. You know? Because your trust relies on God. Right? It lies in God, so that no matter what you're going through, that confidence is still there, that you can do anything that you set your mind to because you have God with you. Right? So, just a little talk to y'all boys. Thought that was a really, really good piece of scripture. So, right now, I'm going to go upstairs, do a little bit of work, and then finish off the week. So, see y'all boys later. All right, boys, so let's review the trading day real quick. We had this hourly range going on going into the day right here, as you can see. I don't really like taking shorts down to these lows because, again, it's just not really an obvious A-plus draw, right? It's kind of like a range low. It's fine, but, you know, if we got like a super A-plus setup to it, I might have taken it, but yeah, like the main draw that I wanted to see get hit was this, right? So, hopping on the 1 minute, you can see off market open, we dumped right here, and we got no A-plus setups. We got no retrace into any gaps. The only gap we formed was off of open right here. Never retrace into it. We just continue pushing lower. This would have been a good setup if we did this higher, right, to this A-plus draw. If we had a setup like this where we didn't tap a gap and it was like more of a discretional trade, but we got an actual retrace, you know, and we got good displacement, I would have taken this 100% to this high, right? But with this being like a weird draw on liquidity, I wasn't like 100%, you know, confident that we were going to hit it at this given time. So that's why I didn't take this trade. But yeah, so like, again, like it was all about drawing liquidity today. There was no strong draws on liquidity. So most likely I'm just not going to take anything, not going to force anything. Again, it would be different if we had like the most A-plus setup of all time, you know, on the 1 minute. But we didn't. We had this mid setup, discretional setup that I'm not going to force to a mid draw on liquidity that I'm not really like 100% confident in. So once we had this draw, we chopped up. So no trades, literally. Ended this month off break even as a whole, down $67. Yeah, boys, it kind of sucks a little bit that this month was break even, but hey, bro, it was break even, and I was able to learn a lot about my model and just the simple fact that I need to wait for deeper retraces. So, yeah, you know, another good month. Kind of sucks I wasn't able to get my payout. I'm pretty much 2 wins away, so Lord willing, I'll be able to next week or the week after, you know, this coming up month, I'll be able to secure another payout if I just stay patient, wait for the good, high-quality setups, and just
skip days like we had this week, where literally 5 no trade days in a row because there was no A+ setups, no possible A+ setups. So, I'm thankful to God for patience. Another week of improvement. So I appreciate y'all boys for watching. This is going to wrap up this week's video. If y'all want to use code BG at checkout, if y'all are trying to buy Alpha Futures accounts, you can get 10% off at all times. And yeah, tomorrow we're doing a giveaway for 4 accounts, so pretty hyped about that. That's been pretty cool. But other than that, if you want to join the Discord, it's completely free, as well as all my other socials. It'll be left down in the description. But yeah, hopefully next week, we're going to smack TP. Lord willing, we'll be able to smack TP, get an A+ setup. We're not going to get 2 weeks in a row of no A+ setups. But yeah, boys, that's going to wrap this video up for this week. Appreciate y'all. Next week's going to be an absolute banger, A+ setups, all week long type of week. So I'll see y'all later. Peace out.